mistakes now. Cause I don't wanna stay. Wanna live my own life. Wanna feel passion for something or someone that makes my world turn upside down. Wanna give it up for something or someone that's better than this. So don't be too offended. I had to leave. There's nothing in for me, no. I'm not fitting in. I've packed my things to go. Am I being naive? But it's my choice to make. It's my new rebellious way. Choice to make, it's my new rebellious way.
Oh, it helps the microphone's on. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me for another exciting episode of Breaking Bitcoin Market Update. Of course, I am your host, Justin Wise, lead analyst and senior mentor at crackingcryptocurrency.com. Hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic on this lovely Memorial Day. A little wet outside. I think it rained a little bit over the evening hours, but hope you guys are doing well. Remember, guys, as we always try to focus on with this channel, not just the trading, not just the discipline, not just the psychology, not just the profitability, but the underlying life skills that are going to be conducive to you getting the results that you want, not only in trading, but also in your life. One common adage that I've heard throughout my many years of trading is that trading is a mirror, or the market is a mirror. It will reflect back at you what you put in, right? The law of equivalent exchange, the law of return, the secret, whatever you guys want to call it, right? What you put back out into the cosmos generally will return to you in the form that you put that energy out there and you put those actions out there. Now, not to get too mystical with this is quite practical. If you approach the markets with a hurried mentality of non-patience, of non-discipline, that is going to lead you to make mistakes if you let your trading own you. If, on the other hand, you own your trading, whether through your own personal strategy or through PTP, which in itself teaches you how to build your own strategy, then you're going to be able to own your trading, meaning that your trading is going to be taken care of, right? You know that you're a consistently profitable trader. Then, however, I will say this, I think that the step is not that. I think that the step is not the trading and then personal life. I think the step is your personal life leads to conducive good trading, right? So on this day, as I've said for the last couple days, it's Memorial Day. It's not too late, guys. Reach out, call a family member, call a friend, call that girl you like, call that guy you like. Make your life worth living, guys, because we only have so many breaths in this earth, in this lifetime. And I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm fairly ambivalent upon what happens next. So I'm going to make this life count. I'm going to make this life my all because I don't know. Could be an afterlife, could not be an afterlife, probably not, maybe is. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Don't know. That's wishes and fishes. At the end of the day, there only is what is. So we do what is. We trade what is. We look at what is. We live what is. All right, guys. So, of course, today is May 27th, 2019, foul year of our Lord, Memorial Day. Hopefully you guys are finding some time to make sure that you are managing your trades. Not the time to manage trades. Hopefully you guys found the time to put on some trades last night. Trades that we put on last night are doing very, very well. It's just a good day. Just a good day to wake up, see my account up, see everybody in the members lounge very happy, very good, very active, posting. Things are doing well. He said, by the way, guys, don't call that girl you like, text her. Don't be creepy. Nah, man. You got to give her a call. Hey, what's up? You know, I just knew that I'd kick myself if I didn't just reach out and say, what are you doing Friday night? Right? Something like that. Confidence. All right. So anyways, it is 1:09 p.m. Sorry for the late start today, guys. Getting everything wrapped up. Memorial Day, getting my kids rounded up and riled. Got a little bit of a family medical situation. Nothing too serious. I don't want you guys to be worried, but I had an update with my father's doctor's appointments. I'm the only one who can take him to those appointments, so I'm going to be unable to do tomorrow's live stream. I apologize for that. I'm not going to promise that I'm going to have something pre-recorded because I have so much to do today, so much catching up to do, and so much content that I'm working on producing for PTP, as well as the training videos for the new indicators that I'm launching. I have 2 of them, right? And I know I've come out here and said this quite a bit, but it's going to be done when it's going to be done, and everybody's going to be really happy when it comes out. So I want to shoot the training video before it's done. The code on all the indicators is done, but I want to shoot the training video, so I've got a lot to do. Hopefully I find time to find some pre-recorded content to put together for you guys, but I'm not promising anything. Most likely it's probably not going to happen. So don't die. Everything's going to be fine. I've given you all the tools and tricks and strategies that you need to get through until Wednesday, where we'll be back at our regularly scheduled time. Other than that, this will be an absolutely normal week. No pauses in your regularly scheduled Breaking Bitcoin Market updates. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us today. Let's see here. I don't have the stats. I can actually look over here. Actually, yes, I can. On DLive and Facebook. Awesome, man. Thank you guys so much for the support, man. Tuning in on YouTube, Facebook Live, DLive, and Twitch, YouTube. Did I say all those? All those things. Periscope and Mixer to follow. Probably. Oh, you can also watch us on Roku, guys, at Investor News Channel. Make sure you guys go add that to your Roku list. Very excited. Or you can go to investornewschannel.com and watch us live streamed from there. Anyways, guys, moving right along here. Let's go ahead and get over to the charts. I don't have a whole lot of news to talk about this morning. Nothing supremely interesting that came across my radar. If you guys got some links to some interesting news that you'd like me to comment upon, not really my bag, but I'd love to take a look at them. There's a couple things that I want to showcase today. One of the members in the PTP course came up with an interesting little indicator that helps you scan for whether or not something is even valid to look at for a trade, i.e. whether or not it is above or below the baseline. So we're going to take a look at that. Interestingly enough, everybody that's, I don't want to say everybody, but a lot of people that are doing PTP are so fascinated now and out there on the hunt for those good indicators, knowing the rules for the indicators that the indicators have to purport to. And as more information, as more modules come out, I know that I'm going to continue to see increased activity and increased interest in this, because so many people were thrown off of indicators, and then when they realized, wow, this is really where it's at. There's so many thousands and thousands of amazing indicators out there that so many people have not even looked at, and taking the time and patience and having the right mindset of what to look for when you're out there testing is going to be so invaluable for you in your search for a good profitable strategy. So we're going to get over to the charts. Nice, man. Nice. We're going to go over to the charts, and we're going to break this market action down, guys. Let me make sure everything is working over here on the main screen, and let's roll, guys. Let's roll. All right, so here we are on the live scene. Okay, so let's see here, guys. Here's one interesting thing that I want to talk about, guys. And correct me where I go astray. Correct me where I go astray, because I want to take a real close look at the BitMEX chart. Because when I double checked this morning, I did not see price hit 9,000. I was really excited to come on stream and do, the Vegeta. The Vegeta. We were going to do the Vegeta. But I don't actually see, unless I'm being silly and just not paying attention, because I wasn't doing any intraday trading this morning. I don't actually see on any exchange where it hit 9K. I know it came very, very close, 89.66. I actually don't think that's the actual number. Let's get over here to the BitMEX chart, and we can actually look very closely and see what that wick to the upside was. The high on today's candle was actually 89.64. Okay, so 89.64, not 9K yet, as far as I'm aware. So if any of you guys can dispute that, if there's some weird little obscure exchange where somebody is trading BTC. Now, we did hit 9K. We did obviously hit 9K on the Korean won. We hit 9K a while ago, guys. We hit 9K down here. We hit 9K back on the 23rd, and also on the Japanese yen. So I guess we could do 9,000 for the Japanese yen and the South Korean won, but you guys know what we're looking for. We're looking for that USD to hit that 9K. So let's see, guys. Let's see what the day brings us. 9K incoming. Honestly, things look quite nice, man. Things look quite nice. Does that mean that this is any time to be putting on a position? No. Is this a time of day to be putting on positions? No. Are we going to do our updates in this evening? Are we going to do our daily scan every evening as we always do? And that is one of the keys. That is part of the secret sauce that is key to our success. Yes. There's nothing to do right now. Now, let's go ahead and get over here to the XBT USD chart. Let's get rid of Quadriga here real quick. And we can see pretty much nicely how things are cruising along. We haven't hit TP2 yet on our XBT USD long that we did enter here on the 24th on the close of this daily candle. So long from the vicinity of 80.67, I believe. I actually had an average entry of 80.61 because I had to finish up the live stream and then go to the trade and then go to my terminal and then enter the trade on ByBit. And then, of course, we caught all of this. Beautiful. Hit my first take profit, 50% out of the position, and we have 30 and 20 up here. So things cruising along quite nicely. Stop loss is now at break even. In fact, I even have a trailing stop loss on. So we will, it hasn't hit yet. So we'll see very closely how that plays out for the rest of the day. Now let's go ahead and look at the charts. What do we see got going on? Of course, we're going to have to wait till the daily closes, but we do have 3 of 3, so we can go down to the lower time frames. And of course, you can see here that we were a day late and a dollar short because we did get the long signal on the 23rd of May. We got the long signal on the 23rd of May for a continuation entry, but we took it on the 24th. Day late and a dollar short. Holidays are going to do some things to you. But it was a good entry. One candle rule, discretionary trade, and took the trade to the upside. All right. All right. And not signaling any new trades to be putting on, and also not signaling for an early exit. So nothing to be done here, guys. We've already taken some profits, so we are hedged in that sense. So now we do have 3 stop losses. 3 ways PTP gets you out of a trade with the majority of your wins and gets you out of bad trades with a very small loss. That is how the system is designed. It is a trend following system, and it is designed to do magical things when you are on the right side of the market, because when you are on the right side of the market, good things happen. Just like every time you've taken along that PTP has signaled for you to take, good things have happened when you are on the right side of the market. So because we do have 3 of 3, let's go down to the lower time frames and see if we have any entries. Nothing on the 12. In fact, we are getting the first purple dot of death on the 12 hour, letting us know that we, again, very difficult to trade off of, just giving you alerts that we are entering the overbought region on the 12 hour time frame. All right, going down to the 8-hour, we are not getting any exit signal yet on the 8-hour. On the 6-hour, not getting an exit signal either. Things still look quite healthy. The 4-hour is going to give you an exit signal right here in about an hour and 43 minutes when the 4-hour candle closes. That will be an early exit signal on the 4-hour time frame. Still holding the 4-hour baseline, so no short trades to be taken. Of course, we're only looking for longs. Absolutely, there are no shorts to be taken whatsoever. Moving over to the 3-hour chart. The 3-hour chart gave you an early exit on this candle right here. So it caught you out nicely before this supposed dip in this consolidation distribution period. Again, excuse me, not distribution. That's not confirmed yet. Again, that stuff's only useful in hindsight. All you're doing is predicting. That's one of the problems with trading Wyckoff. It's good to see on higher time frames to see how those things play out and to get a good idea of where you want to move in the market. But the problem with Wyckoff accumulation distribution is that when you're in the moment, you are still predicting what's going to happen, because in a situation like this, you're always going to be asking yourself, is this distribution or is this reaccumulation, right? Are we still in the markup phase, or is this the distribution before the markdown phase? Okay, and none of that stuff is really conducive to in the moment trading. Nikolai Huber, thank you so much for the subscription on YouTube, my good friend. I also want to give a shout out to the Twitch followers, Cartasil, Zoe4x, KlubXO, and Infinity. Thank you so much for the follows on Twitch, my good friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And let me give the DLive chat a refresh. All right, cool. Now, as we were saying, predictions, wishes and fishes are not going to be conducive to your trading success. Only the current price tells you what price is reacting to. Again, price doesn't care about news. Price doesn't care about fundamentals. Price doesn't care about Twitter. Price doesn't care about what your grandma or your mother or your guru says. Doesn't matter. Price and only price will tell you what the market is doing. So, wishes and fishes, throw those out the window. Trend following, indicators that tell you exactly what price is doing and confirm the movements of price and that have a statistical edge over time to put the odds in your favor like a casino. Pathways to profit, my good friends. So, sorry, fired up this morning. Anyways, 3-hour chart gave you an early exit right here at the 10 o'clock a.m. CDT candle. Nothing to do at this current moment in time. 1-hour chart actually would be signaling a short on this candle right here, but we can't take it because the daily is bullish, so not looking for shorts. But the 1-hour actually got you out right here. You can see here the red triangle. That is your early exit. No questions asked. You were out of the trade. And beautiful, got you right out of the position. And as we went over the 1-hour chart the other day, let's look at PTP. 1 hour would have gotten you in here, and then you could have gotten back in here when you do reclose back above and gotten you in nicely and got you out right at the very top. Beautiful on the BitMEX charts. Actually, was better on the Bitstamp chart, because if we look at this very closely, let me actually pull that back. This would have been a loser entry right here, and you would be exiting on this candle close. You actually cannot take this trade unless you're on tier 3 discretionary, and so actually you would have gotten in on this candle close. You actually would have been able to enter on this candle close. And not the best trade because you missed the biggest movement, but you still get a good 2.53% out of the 1-hour chart. Awesome. Obviously, the daily was able to give us all that profit and more because we caught all of that movement. So again, always looking on the daily and then moving down to the lower time frames, because the lower time frames are going to be for trades. Moving on. 30-minute chart. Is there anything to do here? We actually had a long right here. We could have taken this long, stayed in, and we would have captured some nice profits on the way up. I'm sure on the 30-minute chart, this is a winner in some capacity because price does move up. Let's double check. Price does move up almost 1.31%. And for a 30-minute time frame trade, that's actually a good-looking trade. Getting down to the 15-minute, we had some intraday trades here as well, of course. Entry on this candle right here, that's actually a loss. And then when can we get back in? Right here, we can get back in here. And on the 15-minute, do we catch a nice 15-minute scalp? Yep, price runs up about 1.34%. So again, I'm sure that is a winner in some capacity. Doing well, doing well. And if we go back to the actual movement to the upside, the 15-minute caught this well. Good on the BTC chart. Yep, entry right here at 13.15. It's about 115 and pump. Got it. And had you out right on this candle right here. So that was a good profit. You captured almost the majority of that entire movement right there, and then got you in for a couple little scalp trades here and then over here as well. Nothing to do right now. We want to keep our eye on the 15-minute. Might be signaling along here over the next, I'd say, hour, maybe over the hour. Let's keep an eye on it. So anyways, and as we can see, just pronounced consolidation after that big explosive moving up, which is what you would like to see. Again, I always consider this fairly bullish. I always lean toward, here's the thing, if price is above the daily baseline and we see a pattern like this, I'm always going to lean toward this is reaccumulation. This is bullish consolidation after a movement to the upside before another step up. I'm never going to lean toward this is distribution when price is above the daily baseline. Why? Because overall the market is bullish. Armacita, thank you so much for the follow over there on D Live, my good friend. All right, let's get on over. Somehow I lost that. There we go. Streamlabs back up. Stream Elements back up. Things are going good. Okay. Sorry, let me pull open. No. So in this case, what I'm just going to do is there we go. I'm going to go over this in just a little bit, in just a little second. As you guys know, I am a ByBit affiliate, so I'm going to go over some updates that were posted by ByBit's CEO this morning. Make sure you guys go over and follow ByBit on Twitter if you want. They give away t-shirts. It's pretty neat stuff over there. Dubitat Ebrius, thank you so much for the $9.99 super chat, my good friend. Killing it, crushing it, loving you, man. He says, just a little thank you. I'm really enjoying to learn in the premium club. Man, it's great to have you in the members lounge. It's great to have you as a premium member. Thank you so much for subscribing, Dubitat. It's great learning with you. I hope you join us tonight for our premium voice session where we go over PTP. We do our trade reviews. We do all the mentoring that we try to cram into our sessions. Obviously, it was Memorial Day weekend. We usually do them on Sunday evenings, but I'm looking forward to doing them tonight and moving forward, getting back into that schedule of being in there every morning and every evening. All right, let's go. We need to update the schedule because there's a whole lot of stuff on here that we already looked at yesterday. So if you guys have requests, pop them in the chat. I'm pretty fired up, so I'm doing my best to pay attention to the chat. But if I err, just yell at me. I think I need to turn my speakers up because I did not hear that alert. Weensy teeny bit. Sure that my speakers right. Okay, things look good. All right, anyways. We'll go over here and look at Ethereum as well, guys. Let's get to Ethereum, then we'll do chat engagement, and then we'll look at requests, and we'll talk about ByBit. All right, so daily time frame. As we said, we did get a long signal. We did get a continuation long on yesterday's close, right? Would have given you a profit potential of about 3.59%. What did I say yesterday, though? What did I say last night? Not what did I say? What did PTP say? Said we cannot take this trade. We're not allowed to take this trade. Why? Because we are too far away from the daily baseline upon the generation of the signal, okay? There are methods there is a tertiary method for playing a pullback in a situation like this. Nobody's there yet, so don't worry about it. Just move on to the charts and the trades that are good. Let's look at the trades that were good yesterday. Obviously, BCH, ABC, USDT already hit take profit 1. USDT, BTT already hit take profit 1. Skycoin, which was one of the few that we pulled up, hit take profit. I mean, it's just awesome, man. When you do PTP, things just go into place. You're going to have losers. Of course you are. Not every single trade is a winner, but the statistical edge of having more winners than losers is what everybody needs in their trading system, and that's what PTP does. It does it for me. It does it for everybody that I've taught it to. Okay. Mander TV says, is there a positive correlation between me taking steroids and Bitcoin's positive price action? I don't know, bro. Let's test it out, man. Pop a whole bunch of those things and let me know, man. All right. Gas sale on Chevron. Let me tell you, I was driving past. They just did a grand opening of a gas station in not my town because I live in a small town, but in the big, in the big town that I live fairly close to, right? So, and they had a gas sale at like 99 cents a gallon, and the cars were lined up for blocks. And I just drove past, and I'm like, no, I don't got, it would take me, I would lose more money to stop and wait for a gas line for 2 hours to save, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 bucks to fill up my tank than to just pay the premium and just keep moving on. Jay Kreutzer says, hey, Justin, talking about the PTP training tonight. Anyway, that session can be recorded for premium members. I have to work and I'll hate to miss it. So we did record the last one. I don't usually do the voice because the reason why is because I'm in the Discord VIP voice. And so I don't want there to be a huge time delay lag. So that way I can real time engage. We do have another solution pinned out, but I don't know if it's going to be pinned out tonight. Moving forward, I do want all of them to be recorded for future reference, because I think, honestly, those sessions are some of the most helpful when you actually get the primos in there, when you get the analysts and the mentors and myself in there, and everybody can ask their questions in real time and engage in real time. But we'll see. Yeah, Mander, pop those steroids, bro. Let's get this money, baby. Let's get this crypto. Let's see here. Moving on. Ethereum. We did get a daily signal yesterday. Did not take it. I did not take an Ethereum position. And although, again, it doesn't really matter what price does. There's no. I'm never uncomfortable if I miss a trade. Correct pronunciation too, Armacita says. Thanks, man. Glad to be here. I'm glad you're here too as well, man. I never feel uncomfortable if I miss a trade, if I miss a winner, if I take a loss, if I enter into a bad trade. I also don't really quite care if I make a win, because I know that over time I make a win. So this is my profession. This is my job, right? When you go to work and you do your job and then you come home and you get your paycheck, you don't usually feel like oh, I'm so special. No, you just did what you were supposed to do and you got rewarded, right? And that's exactly how trading works for me, works for anybody who utilizes PTP. You do what you're supposed to do and then you get rewarded. So, it's mechanical, it's robotic, right? You input profitability, you input good strategy, and you output profit. Let's see here. Moving on. Ethereum, do we have, let's go down to the lower time frames because we do have 3 of 3. As we said, we did get a 12-hour signal right here. Again, we weren't able to take any of the signals last night. We were just too far away. The risk to reward was asymmetric. So we will be looking here for a secondary entry. 4 hours actually telling you potentially to exit. Nope, not giving you a strong signal exit yet. Let's look at the 3 hour. 3 hour actually got you out already, throwing up some bearish regular divergence right here, as you can see, on a purple dot of death, and then big volume to the downside. Yeah, so actually would have got you out on this candle and got you in on this candle actually. So that was a loss. So I'm glad we didn't take those, man, because the 3 hourly trades were losses as well. Let's look at glad we didn't take that. Too far away from the baseline. 30-minute, nothing really good here, honestly, it seems. Here was a decent signal, from on the 30-minute chart. Would have gotten a good trade there. And something on the 15-minute for you really intraday traders. Yeah, this looks like a winner. This looks like a winner right here. That's a good signal. And then you get another signal right here, and that looks like a winner as well. So these are good trades. And then if you're counter trend trading, you could have taken this short. That was probably a winner in some capacity, but I don't really like it. Back testing the 15-minute baseline. Nothing really to do insofar as anything here on Ethereum. No signals, nothing new to do today. We'll see if price is looking different on the daily candle close. I highly doubt that it will be because of the distance between our primary time transformation line and our trigger line, as well as our underlying metrics down here. Volume is relatively low. We are still bullish above the baseline. I would not be surprised to see a little bit more pronounced consolidation. Again, you get in when you're supposed to get in. Going over here to crypto bubbles, we can actually see a nice, beautiful green day in the altcoin market. Just as we said, things are looking good. Again, we didn't put on any new trades last night, except for the ones that we came up with on the daily scan and that we did go over. I will repeat those just for the purposes of... Take a look. What came up on the daily scan last night? All right. Alex being very busy in the premium signals channel. Let's see here. BCH to the Bitcoin pairing was a short. Let's see here. EOS M19 was a long if we closed above the baseline. Didn't take the trade myself. Litecoin Bitcoin LTC M19 was a long trade, and that was one I didn't take, but that was a beautiful trade. That was a beautiful setup. I know a lot of guys that took that, DM'd me this morning. Great profits on that. Sky, Myth, and Myth were the only altcoin pairings on Binance to the BTC that we actually were interested in taking. I personally took Sky, BCH ABC USDT. I took that, and BTT USDT. Ethereum Classic, Myth, Neo, and Monero also on the USDT pairings were also signals as well. And then we went ahead and hit our Storm BTC trailing stop, hit good profits. Storage we exited, BTC we exited at a profit, and BNB BTC we exited as well. So things looking quite well. Things doing quite well last night in the members lounge. All right, let's get over here. Let's get everything pulled back up. Sorry. Cool. $40 to $50 to fill your tank. Don't you mean not 51 Bitcoins? I do, sir. I do. All right, let's get back over here. Let's go to the request charts, man. Here's BTT USDT as we talked about, and already hitting take profit 1 on our BTT USDT trade, as you can see, entering on yesterday's candle close, and today looking quite nicely, almost hitting take profit 2, but not quite. Matt Danduran says, I want to short BTC. And listen, that might end up being the best move. It's nothing that I will do. I will never short Bitcoin if it's above the daily baseline because the risk to reward is not bueno. I will always look to get that pullback back to the daily baseline and look for the trade to go to the upside because everything is bullish, man. And everybody who's tried to catch the top, even myself, right? You can go look at my discretionary trades. The times when I try to catch the top turn out being less successful than more successful, honestly. So, you just default back to baseline strategy. It's fine if you want to open up a small capital trade, if you want to counter trend trade, just like I always tell everybody. You're free to do what you want to do, but don't allow yourself to be making risky moves with the majority of your capital. Like, have play money. If you want to set aside a play side of your account, that's fine. I don't recommend doing that because for me, this isn't play. I only take trades that are verified through PTP. And I just want to make sure that's not absolutely true. I do take counter trend trades occasionally. So there is a little bit of discretion when we get into tertiary and secondary PTP. But I wouldn't, man. Marlon Jones says, is it time to go long on XRP? Actually, Alex called an XRP M19 long in the premium signals channel already today. It already hit take profit 1 and stopped at a break even. So 50% profit on that. Trade's looking good. I think he just called for reentry. I'm not exactly sure. You're going to want to get with Alex on that and check the latest update to the premium signal channel. This is not my time of data post in the signals channel. Let's see here. What did I want to do? I see Link USDT and Link BTC from Gabriel Molina. Thank you so much, sir. Let's throw those on the schedule. And I think this is now a good time. Let's flip over here. Actually, let's cover this ByBit thing real quick. And I think this is pretty interesting because I have an update from the ByBit team on upgrades to the platform. So Link USDT and Link BTC. Most76, what is your orange line exponential moving average setting? It is the exponential moving average setting to the 13. Alex, hey, what's going on, man? FBTC, let's check her out, bro. Peanut Buddha says, so just to be clear, if I'm on the right side of the market, it's good. Wrong side of the market is bad. That is correct. If you are trading against the dominant trend, that's not something that you want to be doing. If you are trading in the direction of the dominant trend, that is something that you want to be doing. And the baseline denotes what is our dominant trend. That doesn't mean that the baseline generates our signals. That is just one piece of our structure. Matt, what's going on, man? NPXS and ZERP, please. We will take a look. NPXS and ZERP. Nikolai Huber, hi from Germany, man. Hello. So when the daily looks good, how do you choose your time frame? I trade 95% of the time on the daily time frame. I generally do not go down to lower time frames. Why? Because I do not have the time investment right now to be actively worrying about lower time frames, right? I have a lot of the guys in the group who are the analysts and traders who provide the guidance on the lower time frames. Me, I'm quite happy just for the most part trading the daily time frame. That's pretty much all I trade. So there's really no reason for me to go down to the lower time frames, but there are going to be traders who have more time, who want to be more active in their trading, who, for whatever reason, and that's totally fine, right? Does come with enhanced risk, as we talk about. We'll get into that with PTP. How going down to lower time frames is a good time to be practicing discretionary position sizing. That's a very good time to be doing that. And there are certain ways that you can do that mathematically with what time frame you're on, congruent to the PTP settings that you're looking at. Ferio start, TRX BTC, of course, man. But the way that I would choose my time frame is I would go down the time frames until I get a signal, right? Whenever you go down to a lower time frame, you have to get a fresh signal, right, from PTP. You can't get a signal on the daily and then just arbitrarily choose a lower time frame. You have to have a signal to enter. I don't choose when to trade. PTP tells me when to trade. That's it. Why does everyone want to counter trend trade? It's funny. Because of the education that's available in the space. All the traders and content creators and public figures that are supposedly professional traders that people look up to, they're almost all reversal traders. They all want to catch the top of wicks and take them down, whether they're trading reversion to mean strategies or whether they're just raw counter trade reversal trading. And that's why just about every YouTuber got wrecked on the way down from 6K and on the way up from 4K, because they and then continually all the way up. Like, they just cannot get it in their heads to be trend following traders. Meanwhile, traders like myself are out of the market when there's nothing to do and in the market when there is a strong trend emerging or we have indications that a strong trend is emerging. Doesn't mean do I make mistakes? Absolutely. I'm not, I have alpha. I outperform the market, which is what matters to me. There are other traders out there who most likely have greater alpha than myself. Doesn't matter. I have alpha. So I have alpha, and compared to most traders, I own my trading. I trade when I want to, on my schedule. I never feel discomfort. I never have to double check the charts. I do not have to have charts open all day wondering where my positions are. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I put my trades in. I update them the next evening. That's it. GBU Professor Wally, thank you so much for coming through with the $9.99 to the super chat, my good man. Shout out to Gunbot University and yourself as well, Wally. He says GBU wishes you, yours, and your crypto bags a meaningful and joyous Memorial Day. As always, learn, earn, and don't get burned, man. To you yourself as well, guys. That is a good lesson. Always make sure that you're learning, that you're earning, and you're not getting burning. Shout out to Gunbot University, man. Hopefully you're doing well on this Memorial Day. Make sure you're enjoying your beers and brats, brother. Bruce Master says, I think we counter trend because we all believe that things need to change. Yeah, you're right. Do I not care about the parabolic nature of the main trend? No, doesn't matter, man. That's speculation, dude. It's parabolic. Dude, it's been parabolic for a while, and there's been like, I'd say 4 or 5 good entries on the daily time frame to get back in the trade. Doesn't matter. It can go See, the thing with trends is that they will often go much farther than people would even possibly anticipate. Look at every single support and resistance line that most people have drawn, that I myself have drawn. Does price give a fuck? Hell no. It just blasts through them, dude. Maybe pulls back a little bit, consolidates, keep moving up, and we've stayed above the daily baseline. There's no shorts to be taken in the market cycle like that. When price eventually closes the daily baseline, there'll be good shorts. Does that mean you'll miss the movement from the top down to the baseline? Sure, why not? Who cares, dude? I mean, look at all the profit opportunity that you would have had just using the daily baseline. Of course, you would be missing out on a lot if you were just using the daily baseline, but just looking at the dominant trend. No, man, I don't look at anything that's speculative in nature, because your definition of parabolic and my definition of parabolic might not be different. Is this a parabolic market cycle, or is this just a strong bullish rally? Again, speculation. Wishes and fishes, man. I don't care about none of that stuff. Anything where I have to have a subjective interpretation of what's going on in the charts, not conducive to trading, man. Trading is mechanical and robotic, bro. Daily ZERP looks crappy, but on the lower time frame gave a buy signal, so a day trade on the lower time frame would be the best way to trade this, as daily indicated not to hold. Thank you, Ricky. Good point, man. Real Steiner points out, hey, Justin, thanks for the great information you provide. It's been a bumpy ride, but today I'm in profit and made up my losses in the past. Your indicators are genuine help. Thank you so much, Real Steiner. Appreciate you, brother. Punish. I said Punish. It's Punish, GT. ETH or ADA? Let's take a look. I'm in neither. We already looked at ETH USD. If you're talking about ETH BTC, Matt Danduran says, my strat the past month has been to taking a scalp on lower time frames based on 1 day time frame. Trend grab my 0.1 to 0.5 BTC per day and then get out, come back the next day. And that's beautiful, man. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for that 1-2% a day. Awesome, man. Outperforming the market. Do I have any Bitcoin hodl positions? No. Let me correct that. Yes, I do have Bitcoin in cold storage that will always be in cold storage no matter what. Those are relatively small portions of my, relatively small portions of my account. For the majority, almost the bulk of all my Bitcoin is bought or sold depending on the trend of the market, right? When the trend is bullish, I sit in Bitcoin, no questions asked. When the trend is bearish, I'm 1x short Bitcoin, no questions asked. Do I think we are out of the bear market? Yes. I said that last week when we got the weekly indicator signal. Cryptopic says, damn, I'm late. Wasn't expecting you for another few hours. Yeah, Monday through Friday, Cryptopic, it's noon to 2 Central Daylight Time. And it's only on Saturday and Sunday that it's 5 to 7. Gabriel says, have been taking your advice, and just by using the baseline, huge difference, catching some nice trades. That's awesome, Gabriel. Glad to hear that, brother. All right, so let's bust through some of these requests. We've got 19 minutes. You know what time it is, guys. Let's turn on the music. Oh, that's loud. Wally coming through with another $19.99 saying, quote, Justin Wise, trading is automated and robotic. Sorry, that's probably really loud. Let's turn that down just a little bit. Trading is automatic and robotic. Ding, ding, ding. Level 3 unlock. Learn, earn, and don't get burned. Hey, that one's higher than the last time, man. So it seems like level 2 was lower. Oh, you wanted to get to 420, I remember. So level 3 is doing good, man. I can't wait to unlock level 9,000. Love you, Wally. Thank you so much, brother. Shout out to you and Gunbot University, bro. Let's see. Ricky Thompson says, I would say yes, we have broken out of the bear market as the downtrend has been broken. Look at the weekly chart. You can see the EMA change. Absolutely, man. Why is it harder for me to take profit than to take a loss? Why is it harder to take a loss? Why is it easier to take profit? So what you said is, I just want to, that's a double negative. So what you said is, why is it easier for me to take profit and harder to take a loss? So what you really mean is, why is it easier for me to take a loss than take profit? I believe is what you said. What you need to do is you need to have a predetermined take profit level when you first enter the trade where you are going to make your trade a winner, right? That's where you want to take, for me anyways, 50% of profit, move your stop loss to break even. Your stop loss is no longer a winner. I don't really want to comment on this so much because I don't like getting in huge fights with other personalities online, but there is a very popular trader out there who he's very famous for saying, if you have ever moved your stop loss to break even so that you don't lose money, you are a quote cunt, right? That dude, personally, coming from that individual knows a lot about trading as far as price action in the Forex markets go. But for the majority of individuals, for I would say 90 to 95% of individuals trading, that is the worst advice that you could possibly ever hear, right? Reducing losses is the key to long-term profitability. Not having to have this one trade go amazing so you don't, so you let price come back down, blow through your break even, and then stop out, man. That's nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Alex saying, hey, man, if you send me 0.5 Ether, I'll send you 20 Ethereum. You really will, man? Hold on, man. Let me pull this up. Will you take BitConnect instead? I got some of that BCC laying around, man. Hold on, it's coming your way, dude. I'll send you 0.5 BCC. That 0.5 BCC. Careful with that though, man. We do have some. You never know who's going to take that seriously. Hi, it's me. Says, does someone want to sell me 1/2 BTC? I'm cool with that, man. If that's a legitimate question, but please keep that out of the chat because when people ask that stuff publicly, I understand. Just go to localbitcoins.com, man. Make a couple purchases through KYC, and then you can get a personal relationship with a vendor. 90, just like I say in the Discord, man. Anybody that's in the Discord. There's been a few people who tried to post public sales or public buys, and the propensity for a scam is just so high that we just don't allow that, man. Koro Eos, to actually answer your question, actually we're working on a better spreadsheet to more accurately track the correct data. The mathematics is a little difficult, right? And I'm not a master of mathematics myself. So that is actually something that we're doing. Good point. And because that is actually how high price went up. So that is the percentage that you would have made on your position size, believe it or not. Anyways, moving on. Let's see here. What tax forms do I personally file for crypto? And is it sensible to file BitMEX transactions if BitMEX is off limits in your country? So BitMEX is not off limits in your country. Your country is off limits to BitMEX. There are no laws in the United States anyways against using BitMEX, right? For you, the end user. BitMEX might get in trouble, and that's why they don't allow you to trade on their platform. That is a question that you do not want to ask me. That is a question that you want to ask your qualified accountant, just like I asked my qualified accountant. I do not have the authority to speak on such a topic. Ah, this is a good tune, man. All right, moving on. Let's go over the ByBit updates, guys. So this is the latest IT pipeline from ByBit. Trading view settings, saving functions coming out next week. Trading view order editing, draggable, order price, quantity editing. So for those of you guys who have been wanting this feature on ByBit, again, I don't want to say this is me, but this is one of those requests that I kept throwing in their ear, right? I'd like to think that I have a little bit of pull. I probably have absolutely no pull whatsoever, right? Even as an affiliate, they probably like get my DMs or my emails, and they're just like, yeah, that's cool, man. We don't care, dude. And but they are editing this, so on 3 commas and on BitMEX how you can click your order on the chart and move it up and down and edit it. That's coming to ByBit. Coin swapping, something that you guys have been asking for a long time, early July, right? So where you can actually move in and out of all the underlying assets on ByBit itself without having to go to an exchanger or go to Binance or actually put the underlying on there. If you want to, you are going to have to coin swap, right? You can't just hold XBT or B because there's no XBT, it's BTC. So it's not like the made up ticker like Kraken and Kraken doesn't actually use the made-up ticker. That's just the original ticker symbol for BTC, and Kraken's been along for a long time. But BitMEX, XBT is basically like their own unit of account, right? It's actually kind of like tricky and slippery the way that they do it, because XBT is not BTC. XBT is a futures contract. It's an eternal unit of account for BitMEX. It's not equivalent to BTC. Read the terms and conditions, right? Read your service contract. ByBit, you actually hold the underlying asset on there, so the requirements are a little bit different. Take profit stop loss supports limit order and trigger by mark price. That's coming out in August, and mobile app, Android and iOS coming out in September, right? So very excited to see these coming out for ByBit again. Not a shill. I trade on ByBit. I think it's great. I want to get as many people away from BitMEX as humanly possible. So I'm just pointing out the features that they're going to be adding, because I get that question a lot, man. Well, when's ByBit going to add this? When's ByBit going to add this? They already add just about everything that you could possibly need. Oh, plus you don't get any of those fuck you wicks that you get on BitMEX, and there's amazing liquidity, right? I just wanted to point this out here. I thought this was pretty funny, right? It says our liquidity ranks second because we put our clients first. I thought that was funny. But anyways, guys, affiliate link is down in the description down below if you want to support the channel or if you want to check out ByBit. Again, not a shill. That's actually where I trade my BTC. So it is what it is. Ricky Thompson says, good point, Justin. Not in the United States. Use local Bitcoins, and the guy was great, and I can use him anytime, and his prices are better than an exchange. Explore, yeah, just go check out local Bitcoins. You're going to have to KYC up for your first couple transactions, so nothing different from how you're already buying Bitcoin, and then you just develop a personal relationship with your vendor. Tezos says, Cryptopic. Let's check her out, man. Let's get into these requests. What is that? It's like XCZ? Or I know it's Tezos. I can never remember the ticker symbol for that blobby thing. Okay, let's start breaking it down, guys. Link USDT. Eric Dobkin, what exchange is the most reliable for BTC USD? So I purchased my spot on Coinbase, just like regular boring people, and I trade on ByBit. I still trade a little bit on Deribit. I still like Deribit as well, but the majority, I would say the grand majority of all my BTC and Ethereum trading is now on ByBit. Same with Ripple and EOS, because now I can trade the USD pairs, and I can actually just hold the underlying asset, and if I don't want to be in an active position, I can just be 1x short or 1x long, depending on where price is in relation to the daily baseline. In fact, XRP USD is almost about to direction flip. So Link USDT on the daily time frame is interesting. So Link USDT has pulled back down to the daily baseline. So secondary strategy would actually have you potentially in this trade if you would have had a limit order at the daily baseline, which again is the one of two ways. Well, actually, there's three, but let's just talk about two that you can actually trade reversals and PTP. Right? I would try to keep things very, very simple for everybody. Let's get rid of this real quick. Let's see here. Now price. Let's look here. We do have 3 of 3 prices above the daily baseline. We don't need bullish volume for a continuation trade. We have at no point closed below the daily baseline, so we can look for a continuation trade. We're not getting the signal yet on the daily. I doubt we're going to get one at today's candle close, but this is something to keep your eyes on. Link does look interesting. I would add this to the watch list and be watching this closely over the next few days. So I'm actually going to put this on my watch list as well. GBU Wally, you're absolutely right, man. Google ISO 4217. The XBT name follows the international money standards for a currency with no home country. You're absolutely right. BitMEX, to the best of my knowledge, again, read the terms and service conditions on bitmex.com. It's actually different on BitMEX. Mander asks, how long, but for Kraken and everybody else that uses the XBT ticker? Absolutely. About how long do you hold on to your daily positions on average? Just depends on the trade, man. All right, so I'm going to check. I'm going to add link to my daily watch list. Nothing to do right now, though, guys. So let's go down to the lower time frames and see if we do get a signal. Not on the 12th, nor on the 8th. The 6 hour might be signaling a trade. I would check the 6 hour at its close in about 5 hours, which is going to be the daily close. So no reason to do that either. 4 hour did not give you a trade. Not giving you a trade right now either. 3 hour time frame. Nope, not a trade on the 3 hour, nor on the 1 hour. The 30 minute. The 30 minutes actually giving you a signal right now. So you could take Link USDT on the 30 minute time frame. The 15 minutes actually telling you to exit your position. 15 minute, nothing here, man. There was no trade on Link today. I would wait for the daily candle close and see what price looks like. It actually looks pretty good. I don't think we're going to get a signal today. Probably tomorrow. If things continue going as they are right now. Link BTC. No, nothing to do on Link BTC. We can't short Link BTC to the best of my ability. Can you short this on Finex? Can you short this on the Iron Exchange? No. So, yeah, we are below the daily baseline. Close below the daily baseline here. So we're not allowed to do anything with Link no matter what. ETH Bitcoin. ETH Bitcoin. No short, man. No short. Yeah, we really need to wait on this. We're probably not going to be able to take this until we get a continuation signal, to be honest with you. Looking at Ethereum, Bitcoin. Let's go down. There's just no volume. Look at the daily. There's absolutely no volume. Even look at the volume down here. We're not even above the volume moving average. There's nothing to do here. Let's go down to the 12 hour. See if we can get some freaking volume in here and get a signal. I mean, we do have volume down on the lower on the meso time frames, but I don't see a signal. Hourly gave you a signal right here. No, it didn't. No volume. $30-minute gave you a signal here. Take a short, and you're pretty much at break even. 15-minute gave you a good short here. Probably took some profit here, and you rejected against from the 15-minute baseline, and you're heading back down. Yeah, nothing I'd do today, man. Nothing to do on ETH Bitcoin. BJW936, as Ron Legato says, there is a link down in the description for Windscribe VPN. Highly recommended it. Mario, am I using BitMEX here? I use ByBit. Look at BTC. What are we doing? Looking good, man. 88.17 on Finex, 88.19 on Coinbase, 88.25. Just waiting for that 9,000, bro. Let's see here. Boo you, Alex. Boo! You already put on, what, like 5 winners this morning? Ain't got to reach, bro. You're already killing it. NPXS, PundiX. I'll be honest with you. NPXS is a trade. I have entered in NPXS, I'd say 2 times, and every single time got out at break even. Because I got in here at 10 sats and got out again at 10 sats. And then I got in here at 10 sats and got out again at 10 sats. And again, it's signaling a trade right now. And so this is just one of those things. When NPXS actually does make its move, then you're going to be rewarded, because when NPXS moves, it's a great trade. On all these low sat coins, when they make moves, it's a great trade. But again, we just gotten whipsawed by this a little bit, but that's all right. PTP has gotten us out at break even every single time. And you can just see it's doing a number. It does a number on time transformation because it's so dang sensitive. So what we could do, let's actually go look at what Minx has to say about NPXS BTC. What does Minx and Defiance have to say about NPXS BTC? I think it's probably going to do a number on them as well. Defiance much smoother than regular time transformation at this point in time. And Minx, smoothest of them all. So Minx is telling you to do nothing, but I bet when this pops back up to 11, it's going to give you a continuation signal. So when you have a really sensitive primary, sometimes this will happen, but that's all right. We have taken no loss on either single one. So when it does make its move, we will be rewarded. So just watch the daily close, guys. I would wait until the actual daily close on this one. For NPXS, I'd wait for the daily close and get a signal. But again, if you want to set those buy orders down at 10, make sure you use a limit order, not a market order, because you don't want to buy at 11. You want to buy at 10, and you can play that ding 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 ding. Mario, this is TradingView, brother. Mander TV says, fundamentally, are you a BCH guy or a BTC guy, or it doesn't matter to you either way? So from a trading perspective, doesn't matter. But if you want the actual answer, I'm a Bitcoin maximalist. I detest Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin Cash Satoshi's vision. I think I don't purport with any of that stuff. Bitcoin is the real Bitcoin, man. But again, does that impact my trading? No. Does that mean that I only am interested in holding Bitcoin? Yes. But I'll trade BCH when it gives a signal, just like for example, just like when BTC gives me a signal, I take the BTC signal. D7 Tom, how is the short liquidation? Looking at short liquidations, let's go over to Tensor charts. Oh, snap. Well, hold on a second, guys. Come on, Tensor charts. There we go. Oh shoot, maybe I haven't checked Tensor charts in a while, so maybe I need to re-update my subscription. Let's see here. Just zoom out. We're neutered to the 1 minute chart here, guys. Let's see here. A lot of long licks here, a lot of short licks here. Not a whole lot, man. 313,000 on this latest move to the upside. Nothing massive. This was a pretty big one right here. 3.5 million shorts liquidated here. Yeah. Up here at the tip top. Yeah. Honestly, none of this is really impressive. I mean, honestly, all the longs got liquidated, really. Look at the longs they got liquidated. Everybody tried to buy the top like dummies. They should have bought 2 days ago, like we said. Whatever. But, you know, honestly, none of this stuff matters, man. I mean, it does. You can trade off of it, but you don't need it. Do I think this time it will hit 9,000 because of where the volume is sitting on the hourly? Good. I mean, I'm in a long position, so I would be banking on that happening, yes. 88.13. I don't think that the market makers think that, you know, they want to like tease us away from 9,000. I don't think we're that important. I think price is bullish, so it's more likely to go up than go down. And that's all that matters. TRX, ETH, and Monero BTC. All right, we'll see if we can get to all those. All right. Monero BTC and TRX ETH. Okay, guys. It's 2 o'clock, so I'm going to take myself a brief break and refresh my water cup. When I come back, we're going to look at ZERP, TRX, BTC, TRX, ETH, Cardano, Tezos, and Monero Bitcoin. We're also going to break down any of your requests and continue talking with the chat, guys. Thank you so much for following me. If you are, for some magical, mystical, unforeseen, godforsaken reason, finding us for the first time, you didn't even know we existed, you didn't know that we were here every single day doing this, then make sure to give us some love. Whether you're watching us on Twitch, there's a follow and a subscribe button. D-Live, same thing. Facebook Live, make sure to like and share this around. And of course, on the YouTube, hit that thumbs up button and give us a subscription so you never miss a daily episode. We'll be back in just a moment, guys. Don't go anywhere. Hey, what's up, guys? I just realized I left my water in the other room. That's all right. Excuse me. I am Nanu and Robert4705. Thank you so much for the follows on Twitch. And Timothy Janeka, thank you so much for the $2, my good friend. He says, I have lost over $6,000 trying to short tops, paying tuition. Thank you so much, man. Highly appreciated, my good friend. Jeff Handsome says, I'm going to make a ByBit account with your referral link. Well, thank you so much, man. I highly appreciate that. They only take crypto deposits. They do not do fiat. Eve, all Coinbase, thank you so much for watching us over there on Facebook Live. Highly appreciated. And let's bring the tunes back. For some reason, they stopped. There we go. That's what we want. 8817 on BitMEX. Let's get back into these requests, guys, and start slamming these out for you. Okay, dude. For Mr. Edwin Van Gent, I literally just went and double checked just to see. I just market bought some Bitcoin. Didn't have any problem, dude. ByBit is not overloaded, brother. I have never, ever, 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 ever had an overload issue on ByBit. Never, not once. And I guarantee you BitMEX has been overloaded at least 6 times today. That's why I went to ByBit in the first place. Dual, yo, what's going on, man? All right, where were we? We left off with NPXS, so let's look at ZERP. ZERP? Let's look at ZERP. ZERP, no signal from ZERP, sir. We are below the daily baseline, so no longs to be taken. Edwin says, did all cookies, deleted, reboot. I don't know, man. I would like to say like contact their staff. I don't know if again, I've heard that before. But I've never had any issues over there. And the majority of people that I know have never had any issues over there as well. I've helped some people out. Again, I recommend Windscribe if anybody's connecting through a VPN, again, because of their speed and their security and their anonymity. But that could be something to look into as well. I'm not a network IT guy, though, so. Let's see here. Another thing too is this. There have been the times that I have heard, I'll put this out, right? Because again, I've never had any issues on ByBit. But I will say this. The frequency of issues, of any potential issues that I've heard on ByBit are about 10% the issues that I know for sure occur on BitMEX. And I don't like BitMEX. They're fuck you wicks. So if you are having problems on ByBit, you'd have been having 90% more problems on BitMEX. And here's another thing. If for some reason you're getting system overload on both, which again, I can't speak to the veracity of that, probably not a good time to trade, right? We don't trade into peak volatility. Back to ZERP. We cannot be looking for any trades. In fact, all this is telling you is to be out of your short position on ZERP BTC. If the daily closes in this fashion, would have got the initial short on ZERP BTC right here. So I'm sure this has been a winner in some capacity. But this is telling you to be out of your trade if the daily closes like this, which would be about 2 to 3% profit, depending on where the daily candle ends up closing. And again, I'm sure that you've taken some profit along the way, because again, we did have a almost 7% profit opportunity since the initial short signal on ZERP Bitcoin. So nothing to do right now, brother. Thank you, Scott. Appreciate that, brother. TRX BTC. Nothing to do on TRX BTC either. This is a nice candle, man. This is some good movement. This is a 20% candle, but it's nothing that we're allowed to enter into. We are below the daily baseline here. Actually, did we close above the daily baseline here? That's questionable. Yeah, we did actually close above the daily baseline. That's good. But again, no primary signal, so nothing that we can take. Nothing that we can take. We do have to be patient and wait for the signal. So nothing to do with TRX. Cardano Bitcoin. We're not allowed to do anything with Cardano Bitcoin either. This is a buy back your short signal. So if the daily does close like this, you do want to buy back your short. Got the initial short entry. Actually, no, we didn't get confirmation of a short on TRX. The volume just wasn't there. Had about a 10% profit opportunity if you would have taken the 2 of 3 trade. Not something that we ever recommend. Potentially the lower time frames would have given you an entry though. So nothing to do with TRX, man. Or sorry, Cardano. Tezos. Yeah, XTZ, that's what it is, Wabi. Nope. Tezos is still nothing happening with Tezos, man. Nope. Not allowed to enter, man. In fact, this was a short right here. We should have been shorting Tezos right here, and you'd be up about 7%. Don't believe you're allowed to short Tezos anywhere. XMR Bitcoin. Nothing to do with XMR, man. Nothing to the Bitcoin pairing. We're just now looking to close above the daily baseline, and we are probably a few days away from getting a signal to go long. Nothing to do with Monero. Trex ETH. Let's see if we can get some signals on TRX ETH. Oh, actually, yeah, we would have gotten the signal to go long on this candle right here. That's debatable. Nope, on this one right here. Yep, that was a big move. So TRX ETH will actually be giving us the long signal on this daily candle close. So let the sellers take their profits, and let's see if we can get in on this pullback. Let's actually look very closely here and see if we're allowed to take this. ATR is 846, and are we? Yeah, if we close like this, we're not allowed to take this one either. It's it's too far above it's too far above the baseline. Similar with ETH. So that's another good thing to keep us out of bad trades, man. So nothing to do with TRX ETH. We'll see how the daily closes. Ravencoin says Osama K. Baraha. Got you, man. Nope, Ravencoin is not popping, man. There's nothing to do here. In fact, no, we wouldn't even get a short signal. There's no volume here, man. There's nothing to do with Ravencoin, bro. The last signal that we got to go long on Ravencoin was right here on this candle right here back on the 26th of February, 2019. Would have taken some profits here at 72.65%. We were allowed to get back in on this candle close, and we got another 30% out of the market, and we got another signal to go long on the 16th of, no, actually had to wait until 2-day discretionary rule, so 2/3 position size on the 18th of March, and we would have taken, what, 50% profit on Ravencoin then, and then we were allowed to get back in on this candle, and we got out here, so just another 7% on that, and no signal to go long again on Raven. Nope, this is all bad. This is all bad. This see, volume kept us out of this trade as well. So nothing to do with Ravencoin, man. Encash. Steve C, good morning to you, brother. Good to see you, man. Encash, no bueno, man. No bueno. We made a stab on Encash here, and that was a loss. Nothing to do now. Yeah, we haven't gotten a good signal on this for a while, except for here on the 18th of January. We got a good, what, 12% potential, 13%, 14% potential out of that. But other than that, man, Encash has been pretty rough, dude. Nothing to do with Encash, man. I have static says, so I have $300 in Bitcoin and I was looking to sell it, but should I wait a day or two and will you expect it to be at 9K? So let me just to refresh, let me tell you exactly how we do things around here. It doesn't matter what I think price is going to do. I've developed, the way that I trade is I have a system. PTP tells me what to do. I'm not smarter than my system. So personally, do I think it's going to hit 9K? I think we will. Should that have any bearing on your trading decisions? My subjective interpretation of price or my analysis? Absolutely not, man. I have no more powerful predictive powers than you. Thank you so much for the follow on Twitch, by the way, my good friend. I do not have any higher predictive capacity or ability than you. In fact, predicting is wishes and fishes, man, and we don't do that around here. However, what I would say is that there is no reason to sell Bitcoin unless you have entered into a trade and you are coming upon your take profit. So I'll tell you, me personally, I went long on Bitcoin with an average entry of, it was 79.97.74, as I can see my ByBit screen right up here. So that was my average entry, 79.97, and I've already taken 50% of profit, and I've updated my stop loss to break even. All right, it's actually a trailing stop at this point in time, but which I normally don't put on until take profit 2 or take profit 3. But I digress. So my personal Bitcoin trade, it is impossible for me to lose money. I've already made money. So the worst that can happen is that I don't end up making as much money as I wanted to. Okay. So for you, I would make sure that your trade is in a no loss situation, right? Put your stop loss at break even wherever you bought in at. Or if you're not actively trading and just happen to be holding $300 worth of Bitcoin, there's no reason to sell it yet. If you're just looking to do positional trading in that fashion, you don't sell your Bitcoin until price goes below the daily baseline at that point in time. Betimka says, why does my Ledger live portfolio drop to $0 and then after a few seconds it shows my real balance? I have no clue, my good friend. I have never used a Ledger. I am not. I cannot help you, man. I'm sorry. When Mars says Doc Sativa, hell yeah, brother. Marlon Jones, Bulls on the Block, asks for Monaco. Let's check, man. Yeah, man, this is nothing we could have taken. Discretionary depends on the settings that you're running TT through, but base default settings, no, man, there's nothing we can do here. Because we haven't really gotten a proper continuation signal, and we just have to wait. And look how far we are above the baseline. We can't do anything with Monaco, bro. But Sam says, this is a no wishes and fishes zone, sir. Excuse me. Just back it up, sir. Ewan Vander R says, and heard there was a golden cross on ZERP. Is that something you look for as well? No, absolutely not. Golden crosses are garbage. In fact, I've just back test it, man. If you short every golden cross and buy every death cross, you'll do pretty good. Cryptocurrency does not work like equity, bro. Ricky says, when you say it's too far above the baseline, do you mean we looked at the trade too late and at this point it would be chasing as too far above the baseline? So it could be either, right? It's either that you caught the trade too late or that you just didn't get a signal, and the first signal that you got was such that price was far too above the baseline based on average true range to generate a profitable situation. Static says, can you recommend me a wallet? Because I'm starting to think this one is a bit sketch. So I use Electrum a lot. I also use Bitcoin Core, right? And Armory is where I keep my cold storage. So I utilize 3 different wallets. I've heard good things about Wasabi. I actually like a lot of the guys that are involved with Wasabi, but I've never used Wasabi myself personally. But if you want to remain anonymous, I hear that Wasabi has a lot of features. Again, DYOR, do your own research because I've never used it myself. I do highly recommend Armory and Bitcoin Core Client though, and Electrum for any short-term necessities. Cryptopic says, do you think Labor Day holiday, it's Memorial Day holiday, how dare you, allowed Asians to pump BTC or just a coincidence? It's probably just a coincidence, man. Marlon Jones, bulls on the block, not even place buys on the base. Yeah, you can place buys on the base. Just keep in mind that that's secondary strategy, and there's a lot that goes into that we haven't fully covered yet. So, I'll give you the TLDR. Your stop loss is going to be half of what it normally should. DC says, enjoyed watching your video, the Ichimoku indicator. Thank you so much, man. Jack D says, is it profitable? Is it possible to trade profitably on the 1 minute chart? Yes, it is. Have I ever heard of Exodus? Yes, I've heard of Exodus. Never used it. I've heard good things about it. It's your regular desktop wallet that has a lot of coins that you can utilize. I guess if that's what you're looking for, if you're looking for a multi-coin wallet, then maybe Exodus is the right wallet for you. I don't know. I really only hold Bitcoin, so I don't really have the need to have a lot of stuff in cold storage. I have coins that I do hold that are not Bitcoin. I just hold them in their proprietary wallets, right? So Spectre Security Coin, for example, I hold that in their own wallet. I stake Spectre Security Coin. And MMO as well. Stake MMO coin. And X42. I stake X42, and I have all three of those in their own wallet. How do I see that graph you had of BTC? You mean this one right here? You go to cryptotrading.toys. Varon G says, what wallet do I use for Bitcoin then? Again, I use Armory. I use Armory, Bitcoin Core Client, and Electrum. Says, I want to buy Bitcoin to wait for you to buy it now. Yep, I already bought for a while. I Am Nano says, Exodus is a good wallet, and IMO, I haven't had any problems, and the people behind it are good. I haven't used it for about a year, but that's how I felt at the time. Yeah, I've never heard anything bad about Exodus. Marlon says, nah, man, you got to get this Model T Trezor. Hell yeah, brother. I have a lot of friends that really, really like Trezor. I do Coro EOS. Yes. Crypto God says, Google Exodus hacked. Well, it's a good thing I don't use that one then. Thank you, Static. I like it too. We are on DLive, Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. I don't, Crypto God, so thank you for bringing that to my attention. Again, I've only ever personally used... I did use Mycelium for a little bit. On my mobile device for a while, way back at the beginning, back in 2017, I think 2016. And, but I mean, I've always, from the beginning, only really used Armory. I mean, that's what I use the most is Armory. I don't necessarily know if you want to call upon Trevon James as a as a appeal to authority argument. But point taken, Crypto God. All right, let's look at our big winners today. Maximine up 37.6%. MCO up 27.4%. Good. Let's take a look here. Let's gander about through this. Just a good day in the market, man. Kron MC says, how do you decide if we are breaking 9,000? Looking at it, if you weren't already in a position, I got stopped out. Yeah, so again, it's very simple, man. PTP gives me a signal, and that's it. And PTP is in no way giving me a signal. Probably will not be giving me a signal. Oh, again, it's not on me to predict what PTP is going to do. But let's go look at PTP gave us a signal back here on the 23rd of May. I actually took it on the 24th of May because we weren't too far away from the baseline, and I did miss that. Thank you, family. And we're good, man. We are consolidating above resistance. If we go down to those LTFs, consolidation. I generally think that is bullish. What you could do, again, this has nothing to do with PTP, but what you can do is look for the breakout, man. Look for that BPC. So let's go ahead and hide our baseline, and let's just look at price action, shall we? So what we can do. This is the last up candle before a stop loss hunt leads to a shift in market structure, and up candle, stop loss hunt, shift in market structure. So you have two options, and both of them are not that great. This one's worse, honestly, but let's use this one, right? And let's look at price action strategy. All right, so you have a block, right? This is a bearish order block, and that is stretching from 88.53 to 89.30. Okay. So what you're looking for generally with this is if you're trading price action and you're counter trend trading, you would have limit orders to short from here to here, right? 50, 30, 20. And you would be looking at, I mean, again, typically the way that people are going to do this, I like ATR, but a lot of people are going to do like fib extensions, for example, or fib retracements, which I don't do none of this, but this is the proper way to do it if you're going to trade this strategy. And as far as the fibs part go, there is no right or wrong way to do this, but typically you want to measure from the swing high to wherever price happens to land. So let's say price goes here, for example. And okay. And your targets would be here, 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 and here. So 0.5, 1, 1.236, and 1.618. Right? A lot of arguments on what the right numbers are. That's why I stay away from that subjectivity. The other proper, in my way, if you're leaning bullish, is to wait for this to be broken and then look for a BPC, right? You're looking for this to be broken. This now becomes a bullish breaker, and you buy all pullbacks into this zone. Stop loss a little bit below the bullish breaker. Dude, nobody cares about your Neo mainnet, dude. Just shut it down, bro. Would I be surprised if Bitcoin hit 75,000 before the end of 2019? Yeah, I actually would be pretty goddamn surprised, man. I'm not going to lie. Neo Spartacus says, hey, Justin, first time in the chat. Finding your streams both entertaining and educational. Thank you, man. Much appreciated. Any advice about learning to code in Pine for a non-coder who wants to learn? I'll tell you how I learned it, because I'm in the exact same boat about 2 years later. So I'm pretty good with Pine now, and all I did was start really looking at all the code that I could get my hands on that other people had produced and were generous enough to share. I started breaking down their code. I published a lot of public scripts on my old account before I created the new Kraken cryptocurrency account. This was back in the day. And I just came to understand it. I read through the entire PineScript reference manual, understand all the functions. It's a pain, and just experiment, man. Cosload has some good videos on YouTube. I recommend checking him out. Sometimes he goes under different names, but KOZLOD, he's good to follow. He does some good some good tutorials. You know, Google search for YouTube videos. Check Stack Overflow, Stack Exchange. Yeah, that's how I learn, man. Painstakingly. There's not a really great resource out there, man. You just got to get in there and get nitty gritty and play around, man. Can Bitcoin run up to 10K and then drop again just because of FOMO? Of course it can. What's the bubble visualizer? This is cryptobubbles.net. Ricky Thompson says, lost it just as fast as he stole it, man. Bubbles! Do I shave profits and buy dips with profits, or would I sell off my entire entry position? I do neither. I do not. There are times where I'll scale into a position, but I don't typically buy dips. I don't play pullbacks. I'm a trend follower, not a reversal trader. There are a couple ways in PTP. There are a couple methods in PTP where we are allowed to trade pullbacks, but none of those are really relevant to the topic at hand, to be quite honest with you. So I scale out of my position just as I scale in. Thank you, Kron. Thank you, Scott, man. Appreciate it. Thank you, Scott. Let's check it out, bro. A $130 million... Whoa, hello. $130 million shorts liquidation may have supercharged Bitcoin price to 9,000. On May 27th, the Bitcoin price surged from 8K to 8.939 on major exchanges such as Bitstamp and Coinbase, achieving a new high for 2019. Key catalysts behind the abrupt increase in the Bitcoin price within a short time frame remain unclear. There were more buyers than sellers. It's not unclear. There's no lack of clarity whatsoever. Like, people went in and market bought. That's it. When price goes up, there's more buyers than sellers. There's more demand than supply. Some have suggested the overall improvement in sentiment around the crypto market and an increase in demand from retail investors. Yeah, that's it. There's no reason to look any further into it. One of the main factors supporting the 11% rally of Bitcoin. The 11% rally? Bro, we moved 30% on the first breakout candle. Where have you been? May have been the liquidation of hundreds of millions of dollars worth of short contracts on BitMEX, the most widely utilized crypto margin trading platform. Right. Anytime we have lots of liquidated shorts, it's going to push the price up higher. It's rocket fuel. It's happened like 9 times already in this rally to the upside. Let's see here. Talking about the daily volume of the CME Bitcoin futures market hit a staggering 1.3 billion, its all-time high. Currently, the verifiable daily spot volume of Bitcoin, that's crazy. The higher price goes, the more volume is being traded. Call the presses. Come on, man. Can the momentum be sustained? Yep, that's it. That's it. Like, you could just replace all of this with yep. Sure can. It also cannot, right? Yep or not. That's easy. All right. Thank you, Scott. Novogratz indicator bullish. Do I think it's too late to take a strong position in Tron? Yes, I do. Bob says, my wife says she likes you. With your system, I can spend more time with her and do more chores. Well, you know, the reason I developed PTP in the first place is because I want to own my trading, not let my trading own me. But Bob, I'm happy that you're profiting and doing well, man. I'm really impressed with your results, man. You were coming along very nicely, man. Say hi to your wife for me. Lex Zastava, thank you so much for the subscription on YouTube. And Vanaheim Studios, hey, what's going on with Elfheim? Maybe Niflheim? Needleheim? Yeah, I'm down with the veneer and the Aesir. What's going on, man? Thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. XLM on the daily? I think I did, but let's look again. I always feel like I'm like in a heist, right? I always feel like this is a heist movie music, right? Nothing to do on XLM, man. Nothing to do on XLM. We are in the oversold area of time transformation, getting the cross up to the upside. This will actually be an exit your short position because we did get the short signal. Nope, couldn't have taken the short. No volume. Even if we look at regular volume. Even if we look at regular volume, we didn't even get a signal back here. So nothing to do on XLM, bro. Yep, so what we're looking for is for XLM to close above the baseline, and then for this to close above the zero line. Midwest Attempts, hey, good to see you, brother, man. Hopefully you're holding it down there well. OMG and ZERP, we looked at ZERP, but I'll look at them again real quick. OMG BTC. Can't do anything with OMG. We're below the baseline, and we're getting a 2 lines cross indication. That is actually an exit your short signal, not an enter into a long. Let's see here. And ZERP, BTC, was nothing. Yep, same situation. 2 lines cross indication telling you to be out of your short position that we actually did get the signal for on this candle right here. Oh, shoot. Let me... And yeah, I mean, the last play we took on ZERP was we did take a counter trend trade. You can see the green box. We bought here, here, and here, and we sold up here. Good trade. Vanheim Studios, what's going on, brother? Aaron Franklin and John Backus, thank you so much for the subscriptions on YouTube. Woo, sorry. Can I explain more on how to use your free indicators on TradingView or what they're there for? They're there for any way that you want to trade it, man. CC EMA you can utilize as a movage. You can utilize CC EMA as its own. You can use it as a primary indicator, a confirmation indicator, a baseline, whatever strategy you want to comport with that. You can use WADA ATAR as a primary entry indicator, a volume indicator, a confirmation indicator. You can trade WADA ATAR on its own. I don't recommend that you do. I recommend that you have a basket of indicators. WADA ATAR allows me to condense what I have into multiple indicators into one multi-purpose tool. And Ichimoku is to be traded just like Ichimoku. You can use that as a primary entry indicator. You can use it as a baseline. You can use it as a confirmation indicator. They're just all powerful tools to have in your tool belt. You don't want to trade any one indicator or by itself. You want to have an indicator as part of your trading structure and algorithm. I gotta go get that water, guys. Hold up. I did, Alex. I did, brother. What are my thoughts on John McAfee's $1 million Bitcoin for the end of 2020? I think it's amusing. I think it's a goal. It's a goal is what it is. Let's go, baby. Populous. Is it easy to backtest a set of indicators on TradingView? Yes, it is. I always recommend manual backtesting though, because getting the strategy tester to actually get the numbers that you want that comport to your personal portfolio, especially with nuances such as discretionary position sizing, especially with nuances such as, multiple take profits, especially with all the nuances of PTP, 1 to 3 daily candle rules, trading off the baseline, all the different ways and all the different nuances that it has. You want to do your manual backtesting, which can take a couple hours depending on, how efficient you get at it, but it's the best way to backtest. Just a good old spreadsheet, man. But a strategy tester, which is actually part of PTP, we're going to actually break down how to write strategy tests in PineScript, is going to give you a good idea of whether or not the system is even worth progressing forward with. Like if it doesn't meet certain qualifications, if it doesn't beat so 2 words here, baseline, not referring to the daily baseline, but baseline, you need to have a benchmark. That's a better term. You need to have a benchmark as far as your suite of indicators, your algorithm that you're testing. And if it can't beat your benchmark, if the indicator that you're looking at can't beat your benchmark indicator, you don't even need to look further at it. You can just throw it out. It's not going to work. PPT is populous, unless I'm mistaken. Yeah, populous. Trash. There we go, baby. Let's go, BTT. Pump it, baby. Keep going. Let's go. Pump up the jam. Does it take profit too, man? We're so close. Oh, PTP, Pathways to Profit. EOS BTC. Got the signal to go long yesterday, man. Let's look at that. That was the last EOS trade that we took, was to the downside. Did we actually get the signal? If it did, this one slipped through my daily scan because this was not one of the Bitcoin pairings that I found. What did I post about EOS last night? I said no. Actually, yes. I said EOS BTC, EOS M19, potential long if we close above the baseline. And we did. So yeah, this was a PTP trade. This was a PTP trade. Hey guys, PTP captured all of this, man. You see here, we did close above the baseline. That's all I said. We had volume and we had the primary signal. All I was looking for was this daily close, and we did. What happens when you're on the right side of the market? Beautiful things happen, man. Just beautiful things happen. Let's see what's happened so far. You hit take profit 1. You hit take profit 2. Haven't hit take profit 3 yet. So you were 80% out of the trade. And your stop loss is a break even, or you got a trailing stop set. So congratulations to everybody who took this in the group on EOS BTC. I didn't take this one personally. Again, the only positions that I took last night were BCH, USDT Sky, and BTT, as well as the... That was it. That was actually it. It's Memorial Day weekend. I wanted to spend time with my kids. I wanted to put on every single trade like I normally do, but I did not. No. No, we didn't. No, we didn't, Alex, because the signal was last night's close. This was yesterday. Kron says, I'm like the dude on Limitless with algos. I would really like to have that pill, man. Awesome, Brennan. Thanks, Adam. Awesome, guys. Viseth Kong says, hi, first-time viewer. Are you a US trader using a VPN? Yeah, I am. You caught me. What is a Bitcoin? I want to learn. It's the fucking future, man. Todd, we love you. Thank you so much for the subscription on YouTube. And Papa Infinite, thank you so much. What are my free indicators? So you can just go to indicators.crackingcryptocurrency.com. Boom. Just click that little link right there. And that is going to take you right to this page right here. You guys can't see these, sorry. Need administrative access to see all of them. But Wadatar Explosion, CC EMA, and Ichimoku are publicly available for use. Time Transformation, Quadrigo, and these two bad boys, Minx and Defiance, are available only to premium subscribers. So I'm going to try my best. I am going to get it done, guys. I'm not going to do my best. I'm going to get it done. I'm going to get these training videos shot this week and get these pushed out. You guys waited long enough. Ripple is the future. Yeah, Ripple is the future. All the way down. Vicheth says, I'm trying to determine which is the better exchange between Deribit and ByBit. I recommend ByBit. Deribit's neat. I trade on both. I do the majority of my trading on ByBit. There's a link down in the description if you're interested. Don't have to use it. Supports the channel. 8808 on ByBit. Let's go, baby. All right, 12 minutes left in the show, guys. How significant do I think the launch of Backed will impact the value of Bitcoin? I have no idea. Could be good, could be bad. I would assume good, because it's physically delivered futures contracts, which are generally good for markets if you, just backtesting history. But again, big fundamental events like that is generally not something you want to trade directly into, because it could adversely or positively affect price. But overall, listen, the entire space is beyond bullish, man. Like, nothing ever stopped being bullish fundamentally, even after the crash from 2017. That's when you saw institutions start stepping in and filling up their bags, man. Just like they say, when institutions miss the bus, they pull the bus back. That's what all this has been. When is the right time or amount to purchase it? Any other cryptocurrency besides Bitcoin? When we get a signal on the daily time frame. It's all that matters. When your strategy tells you to go. You go when your strategy tells you. When checking Quadrigo for stops, do I still need to calculate stop using ATR? No. Brennan, I've been trading for 10 years. How long to develop a general instinct and intuition as you look at charts? To be honest with you, most people it takes them 30 minutes, because most people, after they read baby pips, feel that they have a genuine intuitive sense. And I've always had a pretty good intuition about which way price was likely to go for whatever reason. Maybe I'm just really good at pattern recognition. But I don't trade off any of that, man. I don't trade off intuition or sense. I just have an algorithm, man. It's an algorithm that I've patiently developed and created over time. I've put all the pieces together, and it does nothing but make me money. Koro EOS says, do you calculate your average monthly profit on the entire account? Not sure what you mean. If you're referring to currentresults.crackingcryptocurrency.com, that's just P&L. As I already said, we're working on the mathematics to reflect more information that we want. Do I teach the signals on TradingView? Yes. Was Ethereum at 280 predicted that it crashed down at the rest with it? Jack D says, what's the most I ever lost? When I first began trading, 5,000 my first account and 30,000 the next. Yep. Trading the traditional, intuitive, Fibonacci, trend lines, support and resistance, reversal, all that stuff. Hugfest, yes, I do. It's called PTP. Like, I have a course. I teach everybody how to do it. Links at the top of the screen. Thank you, Alex. What's my favorite flower and why? That's a good one. I'm gonna say 500 words, please. You know, I really like, I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna sound weird, but I really like clover. I really like clovers. For no other reason than they're pretty. They smell nice. Thank you, man. Boomjin, do I have a long-term crypto investment and daily trade account separate? No, I do not. Will price go down after hitting 9,000? It might, man. It might. It could just continue going, though. Doesn't matter. Interesting choice. You know, I wanted to say, like, I like roses. Like, they're pretty neat. You know, I also like tulips and lilies. But I like clovers, man. Like, when I think flowers, clover is what comes to my head. I really like a field of white clover, you know? Spent a lot of time out in the, you know, I've lived on a lot of farms. Enrique Alonso, thanks so much for the subscription on YouTube. Can't spell clover without lover. You got that right, brother. Oh, shoot. Hey, we didn't talk about this, man. Sorry about this. Hey, go check this out, guys. So this is from, his name on TradingView is Me and My Monkey Too. This is one of our students in the premium section. And he created this indicator to indicate whether or not price was going to close above the daily baseline, right? And you can set this all in the settings. It's called dot indicator, daily candle opened above the EMA baseline. So I'm going to go ahead and post this right here. So guys, go check this out if you want. And what's nice about this is that he actually is using somewhat of a multi-time frame feature. So you can, like, as you can see, he's on the 30-minute chart, and you can see if price is opening or closing below the baseline. So it's going to generate just off the current candle. It's going to flash a red dot or a green dot, and that lets you know if it's good to trade. So if you're on a lower time frame, you want to throw this on your chart, it's just going to tell you whether or not you're able to take a trade based off the daily time frame. So red dot, if you're below the baseline, means you can look for short entries. Green dot, if you're below the baseline, means you cannot look for long entries. So very nice. Thank you so much, David. Highly appreciated, my good friend. So make sure you guys go check that out. I think it's quite interesting myself. Let's actually throw it on the chart. Dot indicator. I'll help you out. Tidy up your code, bro. Don't worry. Now, it's probably not going to show up because of this other bar repainting that I have going on here. Let's go to BTC USD. There we go. Okay, there's the green dot. Yeah, I'd do an offset too, man. I'd put that green dot down here a little bit. Offset like maybe -10. But yeah, green dot, so we're opening above the daily baseline on the 30-minute chart. That means whatever strategy that you're using, you're allowed to look for a long entry. This green dot just confirms that you're good to go. So you could actually take the baseline off if you wanted. No, I don't think red is buy, bro. Have I seen poppy fields? No, not in person, man. My favorite flower is Justin. Lex Zastava says, do you consider the blockchain.com wallet a secure place to keep BTC? I know a lot of people who do. I don't think there's a huge problem with it. It's a web wallet, so you're going to run into any of the security issues that you're using for a web wallet rather than a hardware wallet or a desktop wallet. You know, the levels of security: exchange, web wallet, it's kind of the same. Exchange, web wallet, desktop wallet, hardware wallet, cold storage. Cryptopic, awesome, man. Looking forward to trading with you in there, bro. Make sure you join us this evening. Steven says, Justin, thinking you need a crystal ball for all these new price predictions and the directions of the market so you can give a better response. I'll polish off my old crystal ball, brother. Thanks, David. Sorry I forgot till the end of the show, man. I had it I had it sitting up here, and then, you know me. Really good at making money. Sometimes a little sketchy on remembering to do things. Ask my family. Ready, steady. Oh, Eddie, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. Sorry it took me 4 minutes to notice that. Yeah, we got you, David. All right, let's pull open Twitch. Nobody to raid. All right, sorry, I can't find a home for you guys. Just rub your head. Ding, 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 ding. All right, guys, it is 3 o'clock, so you guys know what time it is. Time to be hitting the old dusty. Thank you guys so much for joining me for another exciting episode of Breaking Bitcoin Market Update. Thank you guys for all your support. Thank you for all the subscriptions, for all the likes, for all the follows, the super chats. You guys are absolutely fantastic. Never feel like you got to do any of that stuff, but we do highly appreciate it, man. We do highly appreciate it. It does show the love, and it does emphasize what we are trying to build and what we are trying to do here every day with this show and with our trading community. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, sarcastic remarks, and or death threats, make sure to leave them in the comments section down below, as well as your personal mailing address. If it is a death threat, I will come chat to you about it. All right, guys, make sure that you're trading safely. And again, guys, it is Memorial Day, so there's always going to be a trade on the table. Make sure that you are doing your daily scan every day as you need to be doing. Don't miss those positions, but don't focus too much on everything else. That's why we created PTP in the first place, so that you can own your trading, not that your trading owns you. So make sure that you are enjoying today. Make sure that you're spending time with your friends and family, and that you are enjoying this lovely holiday. For those of you guys in the States, for those of you guys not in the States, man, keep grinding. Let's get it, man. Keep back testing, keep looking, keep searching, keep grinding. Get it on, guys. All right, man. I will see the rest of you guys tomorrow. Or excuse me, no, sorry. There will be no show tomorrow, all right? There will be no show tomorrow. Slight update in my father's medical schedule, so I'm going to have to drive him to some appointments. So I won't be available to do the show tomorrow. We will be back Wednesday for our regularly scheduled time, and I will catch all the primos tonight in the live VIP voice session tonight, starting between 8 and 8:30 Central Daylight Time. Looking forward to seeing you guys in there. All right, guys, trade safely. Until next time, I'll catch you in the next one.
you.